Hello everyone. I am back. I apologize for my absence for the last few weeks. I did take an impromptu break partly because of things that were going on in my personal life and with the current situation around the world. Motivation to record and edit or upload videos all but vanished. I had started working on a project slash video series that I was planning to start after I finished my Stardew Valley playthrough, which is almost done. Yay! And I had hoped to release the video on the 4th. Naturally, a dental issue decided to flare up last Saturday, so that was May the 2nd, and it progressively got worse on Sunday, May the 3rd, and I was extremely drained of energy on the 2nd and so on, and finally, I was starting to feel better on May the 4th, and a belated May the 4th be with you. Haha. Ahem. Anyway, I only just started to feel better kind of by then, and anyway, so I'm doing a lot better now. Yay! All that said, I will finally get to the purposes of this video. Rather than getting back into one of my playthroughs or another videos that I have yet to publish, etc., I thought I would instead give an update for my plans for this channel and the current progress on the playthroughs. I've divided up this video in sections for each of the games I'm currently making videos for, including a new game that I will have future videos of. I've also provided timestamps in the description below for each of these sections so that you aren't forced to hear my plans about a game you may not have any interest in, and if you'd rather just skip ahead to the portion that does interest you. Without further ado, let us begin. Firstly, with Final Fantasy XIV Online, which is the current game I'm in, as this is the first playthrough I started and I have not yet completed. I'm currently in the Heavensward expansion, which is the first expansion of the game, with Stormblood and Shadowbringers being the second and third expansions respectively. I am planning to change up how my playthrough videos are for this series. Originally it was with both the main scenario quest and the side quests, and whatever other quests that might have come up, just the unlocking phase. Anyway, I have decided to split the main scenario quests, or MSQ, and the side quests into separate videos. I will, however, continue with the quests that will unlock features, etc. in the main scenario quest videos. Originally, I had wanted to keep the main scenario quests and side quests in the same video, as it helps the lore and world building aspects of the game, and also shows the work that the developers have put into that aspect of the game. At the current part where I'm at in Heavensward, I realize how messy the plan currently is, as I'm ready to move on in the main scenario quest, but I'm not moving forward because of the side quests. This said, it may be something that developers later address so that it's not as messy, something that they are looking at doing for the main scenario quest of A Realm Reborn in the next 5.3 update. More on that in a bit. Obviously, this is directly regarding the main scenario quest, but it is also a possibility that the side quests will also be addressed at some time or later on in the future. Playing through Shadowbringers on my main character, the side quests were a lot less messy than how it is in A Realm Reborn and in Heavensward, and I can't really say about Stormblood because I don't quite remember how it was in terms of the side quests. Regardless, I have made the decision to split the two into separate videos. This said, my plan is to publish on the same day of an main scenario quest video, most or all side quests that may pertain to a specific area or that are available at the time with the progress that I'm in with the main scenario quest. I will also likely have a breakdown guide of each of the quests in the videos, main scenario quest and side quest videos alike. This obviously requires a lot more work on my end, but I think it's worth the reward of a smoother playthrough and an easier time for any of you who are interested in seeing a specific quest. So that said, with the side quests, I will be going through one by one, even though there might be a side quest that happens to have the same thing done with another one, which is sometimes what happens early on in the game. If anyone has any feedback on what they think about this change, or if anyone has any suggestions or comments in general, please leave a comment below. Alrighty. Now, I mentioned a moment ago about the 5.3 patch coming up. This 5.3 update, which was originally planned to release in June 2020, but is now delayed due to the pandemic, will be released sometime in the next 2 months. My guess is late July to mid-August. This update includes the conclusion to the Shadowbringers storyline, and a great many other changes to A Realm Reborn. A Realm Reborn main scenario quests will be revamped to reduce the number of steps featured in some quests, such as going to point A or talking to person B, etc. Based on the information that we have been given, roughly 13% of the quests will be removed. Now, that might seem a lot, but what we've been told, a lot of these quests are likely ones as simple as the examples above, with going to point A to point B to talk to person A or person B, that sort of thing. Basically, as we have been told, anything that is not relevant to the story has been cut out of these quests. In addition to this change, the Crystal Tower related content will now be required to complete. You may or may not recall when I accepted the first quest of this quest series during my playthrough, which was post A Realm Reborn and pre-Heavensward. The Crystal Tower quest series are important for the Shadowbringers story, which is why this change has occurred. I will not go into details as to why it is important for the main scenario quest of Shadowbringers, as to avoid any spoilers. The Crystal Tower quest series introduces players to the first of the 24-player alliance raids that are in the game. The base game, A Realm Reborn, and each of the expansions, Heavensward, Stormblood, and Shadowbringers, has its own 24-player alliance raid series. If you've not already done them, I encourage you to do them now. Side note, the Shadowbringers Alliance Raid series is not yet complete. Another update we have in A Realm Reborn will be that in A Realm Reborn areas, in that, drumroll please, and the drumroll leads to, we can fly in the areas of A Realm Reborn. Yay! And that was not a sarcastic yay, I'm actually really excited about that. It is probably the thing that I'm most excited about in the coming 5.3 patch, apart from, of course, the storyline for Shadowbringers. But anyways, and yes, unfortunately I can't have like the green and lush of anything else because I think this is literally the only place I can fly. Like I said, I have to work to do. Anyways, so in order to fly in these areas, one must first complete the main scenario quest, The Ultimate Weapon, aka complete the main scenario quests for A Realm Reborn. With this change, chocobos, so if we forget, our chocobo companion, can also fly. However, there is firstly a quest to unlock that feature, and so with this change, with being able to fly in A Realm Reborn, the chocobo companions will also gain the ability to fly at this point, so when flying is unlocked in those areas, thus the quest I believe I can fly will be removed. And you may recall my completion of this quest sequence in my own playthrough, in which we had to go to various places throughout, I believe here, and then also, if I open up my map here, was also in the Dravonian Forelands. There was like a tower we had to go to and all that sort of... there we go. There was a tower and such that I had to go through over there. But anyway, I wish to continue my playthrough of Final Fantasy immediately after I have completed the Stardew Valley playthrough, unless there is a request for me to focus on a different playthrough or a different game in general. This said, this will not mean I will solely focus on Final Fantasy XIV. I may produce videos for other playthroughs or games or other games in general. And if you have any comments or questions about this, please leave a comment below with your comment or question. And just to recap on my ideas for the playthrough, videos and other videos for Final Fantasy and XIV in particular. So to recap, my main scenario quests and side quests will be in separate videos. Additionally, I may record the Crystal Tower Alliance raids and the storyline that goes with it, now that is required to complete. I will also continue to record event-related videos for Final Fantasy XIV. Other videos may include trials, dungeons, the Hildebrand quests, various special side quests, ocean fishing, restoration, Ishgardian restoration related videos, which you may have seen some videos of already. In relation to the Ishgardian restoration, this may include the diadem, Ishgardian crafting, and the fates. Some of the fates are the videos that you have already seen already. May have seen already. I may also record the crafting / gathering / class / job quests, if requested to do so. I will also record the Beast Tribe quests, the storyline, not the individual quests themselves. And if there are any types of videos that you would like to see me record or make in relation to Final Fantasy XIV, please leave a comment below on your ideas. If you have any comments or questions in relation to Final Fantasy XIV, please leave a comment below with your comment or question, and I will try to address said questions as I am able to do so, if I am in fact able to do so. If you have any suggestions in relation to Final Fantasy XIV of what you'd like to see me do, or just anything in general, please leave a comment below. And alrighty, enough about Final Fantasy XIV. Moving on to Stardew Valley. Yes, Stardew Valley. Yes, just a little change of scenery. This is the second playthrough that I started, and oddly enough, this will be the first one that I will complete. This is the farm that I've been working on in my playthrough of the game, and I expect that it will be roughly 8 to 10 more videos before this playthrough is completed, which may include unlocking all the achievements. So if you take a peek here, we still have a few achievements to unlock there, and some other stuff to do. After I'm done the playthrough, I may also produce videos of how to, or where to find, or what to do for blah blah blah, etc. type videos. For example, where a certain fish might be located, or tips that may help with trying to catch said fish, that sort of thing. I may also make videos of different designs or the different things that you can do for aesthetics in the game, and I can go into more details once I actually have that unlocked in my playthrough. I'll also continue making videos for any of the future update content that will be implemented into the game. We do know that Concerned Ape and his team are working on another free content update to Stardew Valley. Woohoo! If anyone has any suggestions, comments, or ideas of videos you would like to see me do in relation to Stardew Valley, please leave a comment below with your comment, suggestion, or idea. Alrighty. Now to talk about Crossroads Inn. Crossroads Inn. Yes, indeed, another change in scenery. Although this one is a rather still. It might be because I have the game paused, but one can never be so sure. In seriousness, if you thought this inn looked different to the one that I have in my playthrough of the game, then you might need your eyes checked. No, I'm joking. You are correct. This is a different inn, and your eyes are perfectly fine. I won't go into details as why it's a different inn, as I will be doing so in the next video of my playthrough of Crossroads Inn, but to summarize, I was having a lot of trouble trying to earn any amount of money without having to spend literal hours on the game. Thus, I started over in this build is significantly better, and I'm having a much easier time. I will, as I said, go into details in the next video of this playthrough. And yes, that does indeed mean that I will continue with this playthrough, as this game takes quite a bit longer to proceed safely in the story. I may do this playthrough once a week in combination with Final Fantasy XIV. However, if you'd like me to focus more on this game, please leave a comment below. Once I have progressed further into the story or have completed it, depending on circumstances and things, I may produce other how-to videos or other design aesthetic videos as well. And if you have any comments, suggestions, or ideas in relation to Crossroads Inn, please leave a comment below. And now finally, a new game that I will be having not quite a playthrough, but videos of, and maybe a let's play type of thing. Minecraft. Yes, Minecraft. Minecraft has been around since late 2011, and I have owned the Java version of the game since late April 2016. Now, I'm not Minecraft savvy. I've barely ever played this game, and oh, by the way, I clearly, yes, have changed my avatar to my penguin avatar. But I will probably need to adjust it a little bit because, that's why. I personally find that hilarious, and if you're not seeing what I'm seeing is the fact that my penguin's eyes are pretty much obscured by the helmet, and my beak is more or less inside the nose piece of the helmet, if you will. Anyway, also, and yes, this is creative mode, and because I'm quite awful at survival mode. Also, it's because I hate these guys. They're awful. Brr. Seriously though, I do have a build that I'm currently working on, and that's kind of what you can see here if I change my perspective here. And you can see it's going to encompass this whole area. And yes, I have those up there for a reason. We'll get to that some other time, aka during that video. Anyways. Seriously though, I do have a build that I'm working on. As I mentioned, I have written out all the instructions of how to do this build, but I have not yet decided if I want it to be tutorial based or if I just want to build it and leave it up to questions and that sort of thing. I'm still working on that, figure out which way I want it. Anyway, in addition to this build, I will also be modifying it later for reasons, which I'll explain in said video once it's released. In relation to this, I've not quite figured out how the recording process will be, or if there are any mods that I may or may not want to add for cinematic approach, as some other people have done. If anyone has any tips or suggestions about this, please leave a comment below. Any help will be greatly appreciated. Thus, I'm planning on doing some Minecraft videos, as I have recently really gotten into it, and that is as of a couple of weeks ago, but I was delayed from doing anything because of my stupid dental issue. I thought it would be fun to just create and build things from time and again. And in relation to making builds, if you have any suggestions of anything you'd like to see me build in Minecraft, or something that you'd like to see in Minecraft, and please don't say anything in relation to the Nether. Did I mention I suck at survival mode? Anyway, I also plan on doing a Let's Play, which will obviously be in survival mode, and eventually I will do the build that I mentioned, so the build that's going to be here, in survival mode. Eventually. I'm currently working on my own personal game to get better at the combat in Minecraft, which I'm awful at currently. Added to that is my anxiety level gets extremely high because of the sounds, and I turned the mop sounds down significantly because of how much they creeped me out. Now this might not be bad for some experienced Minecrafters, but for someone who is new, For those who are not familiar with Minecraft, the sounds in the game, especially from the mobs, can be extremely creepy. Especially at night. And in my personal build right now, I don't have a bed, so I can't sleep at night. So I basically have to do everything or wait until morning. And when you suck at combat, it's hard to go exploring in mines when you come across the bots and the mobs, the caves, in the dark. And mentioning in the personal game, as I said, I'm in Badlands Plateau, and I do know there's spiders in the webs that I can get wool and string and whatnot. Well, wool I can't get because sheep don't spawn in there. So anyway, I'm stuck without a bed currently, and I need to find some spiders at some point, or at least webs, and I know that there should be some areas around that I should be able to find some, and I do have the means to get string and then craft that into what I need for a bed. But and I know you can't see my eyes twitching, but they're twitching. Anyways, so that's my plans for Minecraft, and I'm hoping to start that sometime in June, or sooner if there's any requests for me to do so. So, leave your comments below if you would like me to do so. Thus, the conclusion of this video. To summarize, I will be finishing my Stardew Valley playthrough in the next few weeks. I will be continuing with my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV, Crossroads Inn, and I will be starting to make videos of Minecraft. If there is a game you would like me to make videos for, or of, or whatever idea you might have, please leave a comment below of your suggestion, comment, idea, etc. No matter how far into the future from now that you see this video, I will try to get back to responding to any questions, comments, etc. that any of you might have. If any of you happen to have watched this entire video, a big thank you for watching. For those of you who just watched one or several portions of this video, also thank you. Something I do not often say, but if you haven't already, please hit that like button if you like this video. If any of you would like to see me make a video similar to this one in the future, to summarize what has been happening on this channel, or my plans for this channel, or something similar, please leave a comment below. Something I also don't say often, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to your preferred setting, although I hope it wouldn't be to none, so you don't miss any future videos. That said, thank you for watching.